Welcome, Aries, Taurus, to your beginning of the month of October reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. Beginning of the month. Getting straight into your energy of what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Best message, please, for Aries, Taurus. There it is. Look at that. Falling right out, guys. What is it? Unfair. First thing I heard is, I seen the card, and all I heard was, this is unfair. Feeling like something is against you, and it doesn't feel fair. It's completely 100% imbalanced, and it doesn't seem justified. Okay, so let's see what it's talking about. Clarifying on the Justice card won't only clarify on it, but the entire reading. What is it? Heart chakra. I try to put all my heart into it. It's something that I love. I put all my heart and soul in this, and this is unfair. Okay, getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Feeling discontent. Well, of course you're feeling discontent. It's unfair. In the recent past, you had the 3. Now you have the emotional loss. Ooh, lots of heart. Look at that. Heart chakra. Heart chakra. Heart chakra. Heart chakra. So this has been going on within your heart chakra since the recent past, really affecting how you feel about the situation from what you love and how compassionate you are towards this situation. Putting a lot of heart and soul into this is really what I keep hearing, and this is very unfair. Rejoice in celebration. Everything was going good. I was very happy. Everything is fine in the recent past. Feels like it was a couple of weeks ago. At the end of September, throughout September, just feels like everything was going great. And then it just took an unfair turn. Having the realizations that everything was fine, feeling like you had the perfect timing for the joy and the happiness, everything was reflective the way you wanted to reflect. It feels like during the full moon last month, everything was really in your favor. Yeah. I see that full moon. I really do believe that full moon in Pisces really put you in a favorable place of happiness. Feels like if you were dealing with someone who kind of had a tight grip or over controlling, they could try to keep you in your mind about it, but it feels like it's that was kind of getting away from not worrying about those situations at this time. So I just feel like during that it feels like the full moon, guys, I'm going to keep it there. That full moon in Pisces really kind of got you out of your mind. You didn't feel as overwhelmed as you did. You're feeling the happiness, the peace, and the harmony. Everything seems to be going very well. It was almost like the perfect timing for the perfect storm, to get out of the perfect storm. That's exactly what it was. Perfect timing to get out of a perfect storm. So whatever was stormy then, it felt like you finally walked out of it. Over here you have the discontent and boredom, really using... I don't really feel boredom so much over here as I feel the discontent. It was like, I walked out of the perfect storm. Everything is going in my favor. Then all of a sudden the chariot stops. Now it's almost like I'm misled. Something is misleading you. Was it this Capricorn that you were trying to escape? Is it this Gemini you were trying to escape who had you kind of overwhelmed and in your head? Is it a situation? Is it a work situation? Everything at work was all over the place. Just feels like now you're being misled, not knowing which direction to go through. Feels like the happiness that you have is stopped, and it just feels unfair. Yeah, the generosity that was giving is now stopped. It feels like somebody might be a little more picky around you. wanting you to do a lot more than you're supposed to do, but it doesn't feel like there's any payout for it. Definitely could be dealing with another earth sign, but feels like it's unfair, and this situation is imbalanced, and it really does feel like you're getting kind of out in the cold. You've been kind of rejected over here. Someone's neglecting their duties. You might have to be picking up broken pieces, but you don't, like I said, it feels like there's no payout for picking up their broken pieces. If you're making me pick up your broken pieces, this is really unfair because I've already done, what I was supposed to do. And it's not so much that you really, it's not the type of payout. It's a stingy, excuse me, this is a stingy, greedy one. Excuse me. It's not a stingy, it's not one of those. Like, I expect something from you, No, it's like, well, then if I'm going over here doing all your work, what do I get out of it? Because I've already got so much on my plate. It's just one of those situations where it's like you're picking up their dirty clothes, dirty dishes, when you have so many other things going on. But it's not respectable from their point of view, meaning they're not going to say thank you. They're not doing anything. There's no generosity. There's no nothing. It's just arguing. It's just definitely arguing. So it feels like you're trying to let it go because it is unfair that you have to do all these extra things that mean nothing to you. It's kind of like if you're at work, it's kind of like, well, I'm sorry, that was not a part of my job description. Seriously, it's not a part of my job description. Why am I doing your job? For some of you, it is kind of crazy because it almost feels like, I don't know who this is for, but within this, somebody else is apologizing for their misgivings. They're apologizing for them not doing their job. I'm sorry that they're not doing their job, I wish that they could pick up the slack a little bit more. What? Why are you apologizing for them not doing what they're committed to do, what their job is supposed to be? You're just taking the reins and you're just going to take the reins and just do it anyways because you're mature enough to know that this, I'm just going to do it anyways. So no matter what, you're going to just continue to do it because this other person is disloyal to the situation. This is why it's unfair because, like I said, whether this is a disloyal friendship, whatever the relationship is, it could be a coworker not doing their job. However it is, you're seeing the immaturities of what they're doing, so you're just going to continue to keep doing it. Doesn't matter how unfair it is, because if you don't do it, who's going to do it? No one, right? Emotional loss over here. And it does kind of suck, though, because if it is a coworker at work, they could have been your friend, and now they're becoming like your frenemy, right? The only reason it is because they're expecting you to do things that they're supposed to be doing, and then acting like it's okay that you're doing their jobs. That's just not cool. Your self-will to know. It's an emotional loss. It does feel like your stability over here is a little broken. Yeah. And it is unfair because you're not being able to get the things done that you're supposed to be getting done during the month. So, the beginning of the month. And it's actually going to roll over now. Thanks, right? Thanks. Absolutely, right? And that's sarcastic as hell, right? Only for the fact that, think of it this way. If I'm picking up all the broken pieces and it's not fair that I have to do all this, what do you think happens when that happens? It rolls itself over to mid-month. I'm telling you right now, this isn't even the end of the month. This is literally mid-month. Because why? Because now it's saying you can't even take the action. Now you are so backed up in paperwork, or you're so backed up doing other things that you're not getting the things done that you're supposed to be doing. So your stability over here is unstable. Your footing is unstable. You're picking up so much stuff that you're not supposed to be doing that it's throwing you off balance. And it's actually, yeah, it's going to come twofold back at you. Yeah, this is not satisfactory. And like I said, they could be even making you work a little overtime. And let me just tell you, the generosity is that would be the paid forward. How come I'm coming in early, but I'm not really 100%? Where's my double time? Where's my overtime? Because that's what it would be. You're just on the clock doing someone else's work, but where's the overtime? How come I don't get overtime? And maybe you're coming in on Saturday, you know, literally like, you know, this weekend, and they're saying, yeah, but you're not going to get double time for that or overtime. You're just going to fill in her shoes. Well, that's just a crock, right? And you could feel that way, especially if you know that it was supposed to work, something like that. Look at how it resonates, but whatever it is, it's going to hurt you in the mid-month. Yeah, definitely, because it is imbalance with the Two of Pentacles. There is no balance. It's, you know, it's keeping you from doing all these other things. You know, well, yeah, they're over here escaping their duties, escaping whatever they're doing. Yeah. It's kind of a crock if you guys think about it. And yeah, there's an emotional loss. The emotional loss is really going to be the heart and soul of the foundation of what it is that you were compassionate about. Because there is no compassion towards probably the person, because this isn't one of those stories where they're sick or something like this. No. This is someone who's lazy or not doing their job, and you're picking up the broken pieces, right? Something of this nature. So, you know, yeah, you feel there's an emotional loss because you might even be losing your days off. You might be losing money, losing time that you spend with your family. And then, of course, there's going to be the emotional loss also because you see the slingshot effect. And that's literally the boomerang effect. That's what it is, guys. I said slingshot, but it's literally boomerang, right? Because if I throw that, it's going to come right back and it's going to, yeah. Wow. Okay. So take that how that resonates for you, my friends. But that's exactly what it looks like. You're picking up the broken pieces for someone, somehow or another. I just hope at the end of the month they come back and do what they're supposed to be doing. So that way you can get yourself balanced again. I just hope that this end piece is not just mid-month and the whole month, right? But then, you know, if it really takes that big of a toll, yeah, you're going to really have to start really pushing hard, you know, on the end month. So that way, by the time you get to November, you can feel stable again and get your emperor back up. Okay? And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.